A very good morning to everybody. It's Saturday the 18th of July 2020 and I'm upstairs of the bread basket, Tony's lovely bread and cake shop, the bread basket. Now I'm upstairs this morning due to constant heavy drizzle again this morning, and this will serve as my introduction to my Sunday survey, which will be uploaded to YouTube in the morning, the Sunday. Now, first things first, please. Thanks to everybody who watches my videos. As I've always said, it means ever so much, and also a big thank you also to all the shops and all the people that kindly allow me to video them and their shops. Without you, there is no video. Now, this week's video I really hope will be of interest. There is quite a lot in it. There's trams, there's the fire, there's visits to a new refurbishment bar, and a visit to the West Coast Rock Cafe, and so much that actually I've forgotten what is in it when I'm making this introduction here above Tony's bread basket. I just simply want to say thank you again to one and all, because without you there is no video and no channel. So I'm going to get on with it now, and I do hope you enjoy it. In front is Blackpool North railway station, so that must mean that our first visit is to the rear and the side of the building of Wilko. Now, this visit here has turned out to be a most important one. Great progress here and great interest in what is going on. Please notice in front, first of all, that trench. I'll quickly show you Blackpool Council's poster above. And we carry on, and we will meet up with the gang who are responsible for all this work here. They are not only taking up all the tiles, but also they are responsible to dig out all of these trenches. Very, very interesting indeed. They're working so very hard and well. Right next door to that work, we can see all the new paving blocks waiting to be relaid. These will come into play again in the next couple of minutes, the next part of this video. As said, a most interesting visit here today. It is necessary for us to remain at this Wilko store. We are in fact Wednesday now. The previous part was Tuesday and today is Wednesday. As said, I think it's necessary to stay with this due to the kind information that I have received. A few things to explain to you. Now, I may get some of the terminology wrong, but I will do my best. Now, in front is that trench. Now, what that actually is, it is one of many trial holes. They have to be done to find out where all the utility services are, the electricity, the water, the drains, and many other things. The gang have to make these all around this Wilko store. It has to be done at the front, the rear, and the two sides. You will see these trenches appear all around the actual building and car park. Nothing can be taken down until this full survey of where everything is. I found that very interesting, and I really hope that all the viewers do as well. The first of two close-ups that I would like to show you. Can you see that pipe in front of you? Well, that is drainage, and it has been traced all the way back over here to that 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. And this is the second of the two shots that I wanted to show you. Can you see that concrete flush against the building? Now, that is what actually this car park and shop stands on. They've had to trace that all the way back. It goes back several yards past even to where I am standing making this video. Oh, so very interesting indeed. That's what has to be done previous to anything else taking place. All around the building, the front, the back, and the two sides. Please also see the fire hydrant. Yet more activity here today. Now this lorry has just moments ago arrived. Its duty today is to take away all those paving blocks. Now these have to be stored so as the gang can make more trial holes.
Blackpool Bowie. Thank you. So nice to meet you finally. Love your program.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Churchill's public house, halfway along Topping Street, and a new parking meter. You will have to use this when the road is fully opened to use and park in the lay-by straight in front of you. Not now, but when the road is fully opened. I'm just turning around because this is the part of Topping Street that we need to go down. all the barriers up, as you can see. And now this ever so impressive corner here with these sandstone flags and the frontage of Champ's Public House. They coordinate each other very, very well indeed. As we proceed along Topping Street, all the barriers there, anti-terrorist. They are anti-terrorist ones. You will see them all the way along Topping Street. Our last visit showed work still to be done this side of the pavement. However, now it's all done. And to our left, new seating area. Can you see the seating area? That is new as well. Returning to the pavement area of this side, which is now completely finished. A marvellous, marvellous job. And across the road, obviously, the gang have moved across that side now, and they will relay the whole of this area of Topping Street under these lovely sandstone flags. And there in front of you, that's a seating area as well, just awaiting the wooden slats. And more anti-terrorist. All the barriers in front of you now, all the way down here. And as you can now see, all this side of Topping Street, from Church Hills to here, all completely finished. A marvellous job. You glide over these sandstone flags, you really, really do. And so our visit today has shown this side of the pavement all completely finished. 100 yards on the left hand side, the Winter Gardens. The entrance of Blackpool's Central Library. And the newly laid and painted road of Queen Street. I showed this a couple of videos ago. I'm so pleased I did, as now part of this is operational now, and the rest will soon be operational when they start to knock down the Wilko store, I think. Just going to turn around now to take you to the actual bus stop itself and show you the timetable. There's 2 buses operational here now. That's service 18 and 20. There we are, service 18 at the top and then service 20. Please note that there was a service 19. Now 19 has simply merged with 20. So it's 18 and 20, and the number 19 service is no longer with us. All this happened last Sunday, the 12th of July. This is very fortunate. An arrival of bus 20. It's just changing its sign. This is going to Blackpool Zoo, etc. And look, it's a new member of Blackpool Transport's fleet, a 2020 single-decker. And there we are. That starts its journey now. Bye-bye, and to you all. Bye-bye.
Talbot Road. To the left, the giant shop of Wilko. Then Markelly's. And next to that is where we have an invite into Garland's. We videoed this last week when it was all being painted externally and all receiving a marvellous refurbishment inside. And as you can see, the outside is lovely, blue and gold, a superb painting job. And as said, I'm told inside fully refurbished. Now, as said, we have an invite, and when we get in, we should be escorted round for a wonderful, wonderful tour inside. So let's all go inside now and see this refurbishment.
Hello, I'm Elsie, Duchess of the Fylde Coast. We are in Blackpool and this is our fabulous new bar. This is Garland's. It's actually an homage to Judy Garland. As you can see by all the memorabilia that we have from the Wizard of Oz. All the characters there, a little nod to each and every one of them. This is our fabulous DJ box. This is where all the DJs play fabulous music. We are classed as a gay bar, but we're open to everybody. Everybody's welcome. Yeah, we'll class ourselves as a fun bar more than anything else. An old-fashioned fun pub. What Blackpool's all about, really. Again, a little bit of Judy Garland, the Wizard of Oz. This was done by a local artist. We have drag queens from all over the country who appear here. We have everything to offer. We've been voted Best LGBT Pub for 2 years in a row. That's by an independent body, which is fabulous for us. Wonderful. We have an old gentleman's club that comes in every Sunday. Every first Sunday of every month, beg your pardon, and they're fabulous. They're lovely, lovely gentlemen. And it's somewhere for them to talk and somewhere to feel comfortable as well. It's our brand new bar, all just done. Fabulous gin selections, regular drinks offers. Obviously, because of COVID-19, you can see that we have all of the relevant equipment, hand sanitizer, right? Keeping involved with all of that. Keeping everybody staying safe and well. Fabulous cocktail menus. See you all soon.
Right. Thank you ever so much.
It's all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that okay?
Marvellous. Thank you ever so much.
You're welcome. Is that all right for you?
I'm so pleased to show this. Chili Bobs. We have this on video as an empty shop and signs in it to let, etc. I'm so pleased to tell you it is open now. This hair and beauty shop, Chili Bobs, open now and it's very busy. I had an appointment, however, this was cancelled due to the arrival of a client, so I can only show you the outside, but inside is lovely and Jill is as well. Only been trading a matter of days. All the very best to them, and I would like to show this as well, space to rent with Jill's phone number. We have just left Chili Bobs, so that means we're at the top of Topping Street. I'd like to show you this just out of a point of interest. These studs in the pavement here, can you see them? There's one right in front of me there, brass looking studs. There's another one and there's another one. These go the majority of the length of Topping Street, and they indicate how far the shops can put tables and chairs, etc. I thought you might like to see this. Just a point of interest. Yes, there is St John's Church, so this must mean that we will pay our weekly visit to Blackpool's conference centre and hotel. And straight away we can see one of their scissor lifts in operation from this first of 3 areas. I'm very pleased to show the 3 areas this week because, as you remember, last week there was only 2 areas. Well, the reason being is because I forgot to press record last week from here, area 1, so that's why, that's what happened. I forgot to press record. I've learned from that, it happens. And so this is our view of the conference centre and hotel from area 1. We now move on with this view to area 2. Lots of material outside here waiting to be taken inside to this build. We find this view from area 2. Now, can you see that material there wrapped up in the kind of paper, kind of sheeting paper from ground level to the build? That is in fact insulation. That's what I've just been told. That is insulation. We move now to area 3. Area 3 also includes wonderful information about the interior. The build inside is rapid and progressing ever so well. We thank this build for the visit this week and look forward to next week's. All the trams are out today trialling, not only for themselves but also for the staff, as all the trams return this coming Sunday, the 19th of July. We have arrived at the Central Pier on this Friday morning at 11 AM, the 17th of July. Now, what has happened is, unfortunately, in the very, very early hours of this morning, a fire started on this pier. It started in a workshop, and unfortunately it affected very, very badly a ride known as the Walser. At the height of this fire, 10 fire engines and 70 firefighters attended this pier. This could have been ever so worse. The wind was very light, and the commander of the brigade actually said the weather was with the firefighters and they soon won the battle. It's all completely out now and all doused down. I'm just going to go to the side of the pier to see if I can show any video of that workshop. In front is the big wheel. Now there is the offender. That is the workshop that caught fire, that apex structure there. Just going back to the big wheel, and then we will return to the structure that caught fire, that workshop. What a shame. The reports of the Walser are not very good at all. Please remember though, this could have been far worse than it turned out to be. We leave this unfortunate scene with the wonderful news that no injuries were reported to any fireman at all. Just a few hundred yards from the Central Pier, stands the Sands Venue Resort Hotel, and it is our time now for our once-a-week visit of a complete tour of this build. The front, the back, and the two sides. We have crossed the road now. There's the main road, and in front is where a new restaurant and bar will be within this new extension. We start our walk along the first side, closest to the amusement arcade. Oh look, we have a piece of cladding missing. The last piece of this jigsaw of the first side of this build. How lucky I was to get this clip. As you can see, two tradesmen actually carrying a piece of this aluminium black cladding to finally insert, as said, this final piece. One of those tradesmen will, with the help of this scissor lift, measure the length and the width of this vacant space where that piece of cladding will go. And working together, they will cut to size this piece of cladding and place it to complete the jigsaw. We have reached the end of the first side, and I'd like to show you where all that black cladding was used. We see it last week. It was all on the ground. It's all been used up here. Now that's our first view of the canopy today. Yes, again, that's where all that black cladding was used. A big surprise for you. As told to you many times, this is the main entrance to this hotel. There's the canopy, and under that canopy we now have a set of revolving doors. They arrived yesterday, and you can see some fitters here at work. All future guests greeted with these revolving doors and protecting them above that wonderful canopy. Would like to show you a complete view of that canopy. There it is right in front of you, and a further look at those new revolving doors. Very significant progress in this first phase of this build. Moving across the road enables a complete view of the rear of this build, clearly showing cross members, the glass, the windows, and of course that impressive aluminium black cladding. To complete our tour, we must now travel down the second side, which is closest to Blackpool Tower. Now a wind has appeared from somewhere, so the pictures here may be a little bit shaky. And this second side will show off all its cross members, all its glass, all its windows, and another huge section of this aluminium black cladding. We thank the site for this visit, and now we must move on to our next venue. The site of the Premier Inn. A full tour here the back, the side elevation and the front. The impressive view now of the rear of this build. A few pieces of scaffold have been removed from the top 2 tiers here. Not a lot, just a few. And you can just see ever so slightly more clearer this week, those views of that sandstone. You will see a much clearer view when we get round to the front. The reason why they're only going to take the top 2 tiers of scaffold down here, along with the boards, is this here. When we get to it, I will explain quickly why it's only the top 2 tiers at the moment. And this is the reason the blue hoist is still here. While this remains, the scaffold and the boards must also remain at that level. 2 stories from the top. Here we see the blue hoist in its entirety. And now I think it's well worth a visit, a quick visit to see this generator. Never given a moment's trouble since arriving at this site. This view here is of the side elevation. Possibly some scaffold has been removed from here. The front of this build, and this is where you will be able to see much clearer that beautiful sandstone and all the facing bricks. Can you notice the top 2 flights, the top 2 stories virtually all clear of scaffold and the boards? And as we move along, you can clearly see hopefully that lovely sandstone brick and also the facing bricks. There we are, the top 2 stories, almost clear. Wonderful progress here at this great build, and it is with this view that we thank the build for the visit and complete today's video for this Friday. Hopefully you found this day, this Friday, all the video interesting.
Our visit today is to the West Coast Rock Cafe and the wonderful extension that is taking place next door. What used to be a tailor's, Greenwood's the tailor's. So we're just going to go inside now. Now, if it seems that I'm having to rush this is due to the builder actually having to leave. He's just going to give me a couple of moments to make my video. So I've got to get on with this. This is the West Coast Rock Cafe extension.
We are inside now this extension. I'm going to take you first of all into the kitchen area, which is coming along very nicely. And now I would like to show you the bar. Now what's happened is here, 2 days ago, it was all measured out for a lovely, lovely stainless steel top to go along all this bar. That is due to arrive
one day later next week. So this is all going to be finished off with a lovely, lovely stainless stop steel for the bar. Now, I would like to show you, if I can, the finish of what Adam has done here. Now, Adam tells me this is known as rough sawn, and I think it looks very, very impressive indeed. I'll show you where all the optics will go. Again, in that what I'm told is called rough cast finish. And just down here, this will be a serving hatch, I believe, for the kitchen. Again, all inside finished in that kind of rough cast. A lovely little area here. I'll take you round to see further work of the very important toilets. These are all virtually finished now. That door leads to the cellar. And coming out now from that area of the toilets, and I'd like to show you the ceiling. Now, last time we see the ceiling, it was all nicely sealed up, but due to all the very big electrical system here, and also some attention to some of the beams here, some of these have had to be taken down for access. However, I'm told they will be quickly replaced. This, without a doubt, will be beautifully finished. Adam has done a remarkable job. Oh, I can show you here. This is the entrance, or secondary entrance, as the front door, and this actual door here, just waiting for some glass to come here. There we are. There's the door there, and I'll show you, like last time, this will lead straight upstairs to the West Coast Cafe. There's the stairs there, and the lovely, lovely gloss coated walls. Really nice upstairs. And I'm just going to show you their board, which is in operational now. There we are. All the details there. And that completes our visit to this extension. So I hope everybody has enjoyed that. And yes, this will be one cracking premises. Hello everybody again. Now I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. It is not quite over yet, because this is my outro. To thank everybody for watching. Now what I need is an act to fully close this video up, and I think I've just got the very thing. 3 young ladies who I'm going to ask now to close this video up for me. So I'm going to pass you over now to them, and I do hope you enjoy this, and I quickly thank all the viewers and everybody for helping me to make this video.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.